money, Swissindo, and more. July 19, 2013. That is why you are here on this planet at this given moment. You are here to anchor this trust, oneness and love for one another. For should one of you fail at your endeavor, another would step into his place and assist him in bringing his idea to fruition without taking a second guess or thought, but simply trusting that his brother or sister is on the right path and they too shall join them and assist them no matter what. This sadly has not yet occurred and will take time. A friend of mine, John Tran, has asked me to channel the answer to a very interesting question. His question was, how is Swissindo connected to our blessings to come? He asked that I post it here for everyone and share this knowledge with all of you. I have decided to ask Kryon, and here is the answer. Let me answer the question for you in a way that you will understand. There is no connection between Swissindo and the blessings to come. That is the short answer that you are looking for, is it not? For if it's not the short answer, I shall give you a long answer absolutely. The long answer is that we do not wish for you to rely on such factors, and we do not wish for you to think that this may appear in your life, for that is not the case. When there are talks being held on your internet of world monetary changes taking place across the globe, what we are referring to always is that there are absolutely going to be changes to your banking systems, as we have spoken to you prior, as well as the governmental changes taking place around your world. That is the law of the world, that is the law of the universe, for there are constant changes within your worlds, and these changes will absolutely have to do with your monetary system as well. Nevertheless, please do not think for a moment that there will be something or someone that will distribute the wealth around the globe equally for all to have. For that is not going to happen, at least not in the present moment of your being. That is not the case. What we are going to be doing and what all of you are seeing is not a short-lived happy moment, where you are granted with a certain sum of money, for yes indeed that can and will happen, on the smaller scale, but what all of you are desiring is a significant change. Please understand, that were it to work in the way that is being advised to all of you by the movement that you are inquiring about, then all of you, all children of planet Earth, would need to trust each other completely, unconditionally and fully, knowing and understanding that you are one. And that takes time. That is why you are here on this planet at this given moment. You are here to anchor this trust, oneness and love for one another. For should one of you fail at your endeavor, another would step into his place and assist him in bringing his idea to fruition without taking a second guess or thought, but simply trusting that his brother or sister is on the right path and they too shall join them and assist them no matter what. This sadly has not yet occurred and will take time. And so, I say this unto you again, that it is not going to be happening at the present moment in your earthly time, for that is simply not possible to manifest yet into your reality. But should all of you change your line of thinking, should all of you understand that you are all working towards a common goal, a goal to propel humanity towards unity and oneness, it is then that your mission would have been fully complete and we would not then be having this conversation right now. But as you can very well see, that is not the case. And so, were you to have a small amount of money, that is not going to sustain you for very long, will it? No, absolutely not. The bartering system that you are all familiar with will not work either. No, the money changes that we are referring to again and again, is not a moment in time when the wealth is equally distributed on your planet. That is not the case. The money exchange that we are advising you of, are simply those that will allow everyone on your planet to have access to such energies and be able to have abundance on all levels, at any given moment in time, and by abundance, we mean the ability to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Yes indeed, it is so. The abundance that you are seeking will indeed be available and is already available for all to take upon your planet. The problem with human mentality is that earthlings have been taught to rely upon some higher power to bring the abundance to them, as if it is that which is strictly available to a small group. That is not the case. I repeat, that is not the case. Abundance, whether it be time, money, health, love, is freely available for all to partake in, The key is knowing how to dip your spoon into the pile and withdraw the elements that you require and then mold them into whatever bliss that you wish to have within your sphere of existence. And that is what we are here to teach you. For we wish not to give you the fish, we wish to give you a pole so that you can withdraw the fish from the sea at any given moment in time without relying on neither us nor anyone else to do so. Another issue that humanity is facing is the understanding of money energy in your world. For eons you have been taught that there is a lack of funds, be it energy, food, housing, health, etc., and all has led to money being an evil. The energy that has accumulated concerning the currency carries with it the perceived evil. Please understand that money in itself is not the issue of your world, nor lack, nor abundance thereof. The issues are the energy that you are associating with such energies of negative vibrations. And once the human mind understands that the abundance is plenty and realizes that all is one and one is all, and further still there is no need to compete for resources for they are plenty, and there is no need to cheat one another for all is equal, and there is no need for mistrust for the trust is within each and every one of you for you are all one and the same, until such time that each one of you understands that there is absolutely no need to block your heart energies from one another, nor lie, nor cheat, nor use any and all such tactics to up one another, for all of you are one. Until such time, there will still be the issues that you are faced with as humanity as a whole, however to a much smaller degree, for you are listening and you are understanding and you are awakening each other from the dream that you have come to free humanity from. And so, once again please understand that even if, and when, there will be such monetary assistance available to all on planet Earth, it will not mean that you are going to be satisfied with such proceedings, for the human life and the human experience and the earthly experience is such that you, and by you we mean collectively all human beings, will always require more and more and more, until such time that you stop and understand that you no longer need more, and that is the point of the abundance. For you are going to be presented with various case scenarios, and you are going to see much changes, but the people in your world do not wish to be granted a certain sum of money, for what they wish to be granted is the ability to do what they want to do when they want to do it, or simply the ability to do that which they have come into this world to do, which pleases their hearts and their souls. And so, we say unto you that no, there is absolutely no link between Swissindo and the blessings to come, for the blessing are within you and are already anchored on planet Earth. There should not be a reason for you to ever wait for the perfect moment to come. For everything occurs in the now. For all we are doing is giving you a push in the right direction for your soul. Each one of you has come into this existence for a specific reason. You the light workers are here to open up the gates and walk through them with confidence and flying colors. You are here to show the rest of humanity how it's done, and lead them by example. We wish not for you to sit and wait, for there is much to do, and you are the power that is necessary to accomplish all that you dream of. The blessings to come are reflected in your everyday life. The blessings to come are the creations of your own mind, and you are the one who can manifest whatever you wish into your reality. We are simply here to assist you along the path. Yes, indeed it is true that we are working with your world governments in order to bring the necessary changes, but as we have explained previously, we are not taking away from the rich and giving to the poor, for that simply will not work. It has never worked in your earthly history, and why should it work now? Trust us when we say to you that we have experimented with various possibilities, and until such time that every single one of you learns that there is no reason for you to be above anyone else, that each and every one of you are to be respected and valued, that each and every one of you are to be honored for that which they bring forth into this society, until that moment in time, there always will be someone that wishes to have more. But that is not the problem that you are faced with at the moment, for what we are trying to achieve is the equilibrium and a chance to give others the same freedom of choice as currently exists in certain countries around your world. That is not to say that there is total freedom, for total freedom comes from within your mind and your ability to see what is real and what is not. And so, what we are already doing is meeting with a large number of people who are holding the reign of power in your world, and we are making them an offer that they can't refuse. That is not to say that we are taking anything away from them. On the contrary, we are simply swaying them in the direction of love and light through the means that they will understand, and that is money. We are showing them new enterprises, new ways of reaching their financial goals by swaying them in the direction of creating opportunities for humanity to have new energies, new infrastructure, new social freedoms. For should the new energies become abundant in your world, it will lead the way for more opportunities to those in the third world countries. How? By allowing those whose primary understanding of life is to accumulate cash, the ability to understand that they are not going to lose control. By loosening their grip, we will then allow them to open up new passageways, to open the gates for others to walk through and to achieve their dreams and aspirations. For example, how do you think your internet has come into existence? Yes, we have worked long and hard in order to implement this infrastructure into your society, for as you know, it was only available to your governments before. We have explained to them the benefits that they will receive should they open up the information gateway to the people, which has then opened up the gates for all of you to be able to be here right now. For all of us to communicate with each other. For many of you to be able to have access to information and new understanding of life, from which thousands of lives have changed for the better. For with information comes understanding and thus freedom, power, truth. But, with good always comes the bad, and there always is a thin line that one must walk in order not to abuse that which you have been presented with, and so, once new technologies, medicines, etc., are set in motion, it is then the human responsibility to take what is given to them and either turn it into negativity or positivity. Finally, there will be equality across the globe where everyone will be able to have bread to eat and water to drink, where everyone will be able to have the abundance that they are looking for, but not through power and violence are we trying to achieve this, but through the simple understanding of the human mentality that those in power are stuck in. For even if we overthrow your world government, which trust us we are capable of doing, and even if we put those in the power that are here to change the world for the better, it will matter not, for in a few years of your earthly time, things will go back to the way they were. No, dear ones, it all begins and ends with you. It all begins with you changing your ways of looking at life, and that is what we are trying to achieve by awakening the true nature of your very being. As you have watched your news unfold with stories of demonstrations happening around the globe, your world governments resigning and changing. All of this is changing because of your energies, and to assure that your new world leaders are those that you wish them to be, all of you must change your perception of what is good and what is bad, and what your world should or should not be. For you are the ones that are giving the power to those in the governmental seats, and it is your own energies and projections that are forming the new government. What you must understand is that you are all projecting that what you wish to see, and should you wish to see another dictator come to power, that is what you will perceive. Should you wish to see a saint in his place, that is what you will perceive. And so, we are working on various routes and challenges, all of us together, you John and the whole ground crew and us here. We are working on various aspects of change, for we are working from below and from above. We are working on those that are still stuck in the matrix. For you must understand that Earth is a free will zone, and we cannot possibly tell you what to do. We can show you a better way of going about things. And that is precisely what we are doing with your world governments. We are showing them a better way, persuading them kindly to follow the path willingly, for if we begin to use the force, that will only lead us back to where we have began. Dearly beloved ones, it is taking time, but things have indeed increased exponentially, for should you look into your history, should you think back 10, 20 years, you will have noticed how rapidly everything is changing, perhaps not fully to your liking, for we know your soul very well, dearly beloved John, and we speak with you of these changes nightly, but on the conscious level you must understand and remember the mission fully. And once all of you tap into the understanding of the why of you being here, and how of getting your spoon into the sweet nectar of abundance, it is then that your lives will completely change, and with that change will come the new world you are all dreaming of. Kryon. Channeled by Anna Merkaba. SacredAscensionMerkaba.wordpress.com